Social well-being. So the research here is, first of all, what is social well-being? It's strongly influenced by your closest relationships and your social connections. So a question I would ask myself is, hey, do I have strong relationships and love in my life? You know, I'd ask you, I'd ask our viewers. And how often are you in touch with family, friends, and any networks that you have? So social well-being, actually, the research shows is that even if you're an introvert, right, somewhere between 4 to 5 hours of social connection, even if it's at work, a best friend at work is actually one of the question number 7 of the employee engagement survey for Gallup. Do you have a best friend at work? Now, it doesn't mean someone you hang out with all the time, but it means someone you can trust, you can talk to. So even during the day at work, in this virtual world, although we might be experiencing Zoom fatigue, right? The kind of what it takes to be on video, you know, like, oh my gosh, how's my hair? You know what, is my video camera working? Those kinds of things. Outside of that, if you could find a way to have some social interaction, now again, I'm not asking you to count your 4 hours, but the research does show that that social interaction can actually help when your career well-being is not being fulfilled on a daily basis. So if you actually have 2 or 3 good social interactions at work during your work day, you can actually combine the physical well-being, the purpose well-being, career well-being, and the social well-being, and elevate them both together. So
yeah, I imagine in this world we're living in right now, this might be a tough bucket to fill for many.
yeah, because most people forget that we actually could have called people on the phone a long time ago. We actually don't have to do Zoom, right? We don't have to do video calls. And, you know, like even this, you and I get to do this awesome video call this morning, right? So this is going to fill a good 20 to 30 minutes of my social well-being needs for today. You know, later, although I would love to see people and be physically distant, it's funny because I don't really like the term we're using, social distance. That's actually not necessarily something I grew up with. As a Latin American, you know, my parents were Ecuadorian, so I'm a first generation born here in the U.S. You know, the culture in the Latino culture is not necessarily socially distant, right? So I like to call it physically distant because socially, you can actually be more connected now. It doesn't mean we have to do video though. So, because that could be exhausting and you might not want to do 4 to 5 hours of social video time with your friends. But you can still go back and call a family member. You could even text. I mean, some people are back and forth on text and WhatsApp. So hopefully that gives a sense of social well-being, especially during this time, doesn't mean, you know, I have to go see my friends so I can't get that well-being, or it doesn't mean I have to be on video, right? There's a balance for all of that.